Good morning. Last time we discussed a problem that we were having at the lunchbox program. If you remember, we have been increasing our demands for lunches ever since we started. And we've been trying to reach out to more programs and more people to see if they need any help. And that means we have a lot more to do than we originally started with. And we now have a lot of problems that are limiting us, as you can see with this black line. So today we're going to discuss a proposal to increase our output capacity for lunches. We had 3 limiting factors. Our limited space, because the hot meals were also in the same building as us, which prevented us from using the larger rooms that they would occupy to serve the dinners to people. And our storage space is limited due to our supplies being with theirs. So one part of the proposal is moving our hot meals to the beginning of the week, since we cannot move our lunchbox program day. Since this is once a week, it will be easier to move it to beginning of hot meals to beginning of the week, because then we can bring in supplies and do our work and not interfere with each other. Our second part is our insufficient supplies. With increasing lunches, we need more food and more stuff. So as a nonprofit charity, most of our money will be from donations. So we only have like once or twice a year, we have fundraisers. And during the holidays, it's the best time to get donations. But the rest of the year, no one remembers us. They have no reason to donate. They just forget about us. And so we need to be more in their minds all the time. So farmers market is becoming a lot popular. We have like an all-year one now. So if we can have a booth there, people will remember, start donating more, even volunteer more, which is another problem. Our volunteers don't return, and we're losing a lot of those senior volunteers who were repeatedly coming back. And a lot of this is due to the managers and staff unable to relate to them and make them feel like part of a family. We want to create more of a connection with these people so that they will come back, which is we can do with staff training. So schedule-wise, the most important thing will be rescheduling what's in our building. We can have, like I said, in the Monday we can have hot meals, bring in supplies during the weekend, and then that still leaves Wednesday bringing in supplies for box lunch, assembling lunches on Thursday, and then deliveries on Fridays. Or we can change it to second possibility, have the hot meals on Tuesday. And they won't be interfering at all. And then for farmers market, so Livermore and Pleasanton have theirs on Saturday, so easiest way, have Livermore have our booth up on the first week of every month, and Pleasanton at the end of the week, or end of the month. And on Dublin we have Thursdays only, so they also have like wines and stuff that day on the first week, so that would be like the best time, more people will be around. And budget-wise, we have our building still. We won't be changing anything about our first phase. The supplies will be exactly the same, just going to different location. For the stalls, we have tables, we have chairs all the time, so we just have to borrow them from a location, bring them in. All we need is to buy the booth space, which is cheaper because we're a charity. And all we need is a canopy, which is only a low amount. So in our budget, it's only 3% of it. And then training-wise, give an additional amount to the person who will be doing the training, one of our staff members, and it won't be that much, and all you need really is papers to like hand out flyers, notifications, and that's not gonna be much, just 1%. So our budget really hasn't changed that much. And the people we will have to coordinate with will be the Hot Meals program, because we're asking them to change the day, and someone else will have to take over that day at a different location, so that will be important to get there okay with. And our volunteer coordinator will have to reassign people from locations with this change of locations. And then they'll also have to be responsible for writing down the volunteers who will be at the booth. And we would hope that they can help with the staff training, since a lot of them will be discussing the managers with the volunteers. Hopefully they'll give us some feedback. So by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. We are not prepared for anything right now for an increase. And all of these parts that I just told you about can really help us, our program flow better. Thank you.